So this is a stadium where we usually work out. I usually come here, go for a run, and as you can see, it's yeah, so that's the stadium behind us. That's where we usually go for a run there, do some outdoor training. And they said that it's going to be closed down till the 25th. The 25th, so it's actually that's another 3 weeks away. So like we were saying before, that all the places that where groups of people gather, and actually in the mornings here, normally if you've been to like parks in around China or Asia, there's hundreds and hundreds of people in the morning here, especially all the elderly people working out. So that's probably a good idea they actually close that thing down, because a lot of people gather here along with all these other places. Just in these last couple of days, all the gyms now have closed down, so that sucks. The gym that I was gonna go to is closed down, and then also now all the most public places have been slowly closing down. So this is definitely a little bit of a concern. It's more in your face now than before. Some people are really freaking out over nothing, but actually some places are closing down. So is it a time to be alarmed or not yet? So we're going to have a look at the numbers. So every day now we're going to just check out the statistics of what the day is. So today is February 2nd, and let's see what the stats say. So you can see out here, there's like this all empty street here, and then suddenly some lady just comes up here and just starts set up shop right next to us and skipping. So there's a couple ways, like it's always like that, where you always see like somebody just wants to, they have no care of personal space, they just want to come closer to you. But it's a good thing that they're actually skipping. It's actually good that she's actually trying to keep fit. But suddenly just comes over here. It's totally random. Now she's walked away.
Yeah, because she quite understands English. How many people is this? Like 100. This is the number of people that actually read or have been to this this general information page. So there's a site that people have been sharing for live information on the virus. So basically that's the site that everybody checks to see the new reported cases in each region. Actually, it even has global statistics. There's 4 different menus. The first one is just some general information about the new cases. So the red data, 14,481 confirmed cases, and then the yellow one is the number of suspected cases. The blue one, 304 deaths, 336 people have recovered, and then below that are some statistics on or some general information about the virus. For example, how did it come about? It came from wild animals, probably bats, and how you can contract it by respiratory system or other orifice. People who are easily or more vulnerable to the disease are people who have compromised immune systems, such as kids, elderlies, and babies, etc., and people who are pregnant. And then it's about 3 to 7 days. Yeah, the incubation period is 3 to 7 days, and usually no longer than 14 days. And then here is a map of how widespread the virus is. So you can see the data here. The darkest is under 1,000, and then red is 500 to 1,000 confirmed cases, and then this coral color is 100 to 499 cases, and then this light pink is 10 to 99 confirmed cases, and this lightest beige color is 1 to 9 confirmed cases. And so far in China, only Tibet has 1 confirmed case. So everywhere else has more than that. So this is Hubei. Actually, it starts with Hubei because this is the most affected area. and the total number of confirmed cases is 9,074 right now in Hubei, and in Wuhan, which is the first city listed, is 4,109 people who have confirmed disease. And then number of deaths in total in Hubei is 294. Most of them were from Wuhan, 224 people. And the number of people who recovered are 215, and 138 of them are from Wuhan. So it's actually, the number of deaths is quite high in Wuhan itself and in Hubei itself. But then when you look closer to the other provinces and other cities, the mortality rate is really quite low in comparison to the confirmed cases, and actually a lot of people have recovered from it as well. This is Shanghai and this is Beijing. So Beijing, you can see 191 confirmed cases, 1 death, and 9 people recovered, and these are all the little regions within Beijing. Shanghai is 182 confirmed cases, 1 death, and 10 people recovered. Actually, the death that was reported was from last week, so nobody has died since then. And then these are all the other cities, including Hong Kong, Xinjiang. See, Tibet is only 1 case. Macau, 8. And then this is the global statistic. Anyway, and then besides that, they also have a section on fact-checking. So basically a lot of misinformation is spread online, and there's a lot of information that it sounds like it's believable, but you're not sure, but it gets circulated and people start to believe it and causing panic. So they actually have a few fact-checking posts available, and basically I think it just targets the most widespread rumors online, and some are actually real, most of them are actually fake. For example, this one is pretty ridiculous. This is saying that kids' pee can prevent coronavirus. So Chinese people actually believe that kids' pee can cure a lot of things for some reason. So this is one of the rumors, and then you can see why people actually believe it, because people believe that kids' pee can cure a lot of things. Anyway, so here are a bunch of stuff, and then this is some live news feed basically. So this first one is posted 19 minutes ago about how Guangdong has 28 new confirmed cases and a total of 632 confirmed cases. So Guangdong is actually pretty hardly hit, and this is just some general information, some more detailed general information about the coronavirus. For example, just sort of like a summary of what it is, and then how do you self-diagnose, how do you look out for the symptoms. This one is, why is the coronavirus so scary? How did the doctor give you a diagnosis? This one is it just some information on whether it's curable or not. This one is how to protect yourself from the virus, and this one as well. I think this is just like something daily that you can do, I guess, to keep your household clean and etc. And then this is just some general hygienic information, I think, to prevent the virus from getting to you. And that's it. There's also a subscription account that you can follow in Shanghai. There's an account called Shanghai Fabu. It's like published in Shanghai, basically. I think that's what it means. And it has information whenever there's new confirmed cases. So, and it's not just about that, it's just maybe some generic information on the coronavirus and just some generic information on Shanghai news, but mostly these days it's just about the virus. So up here you can see at 1:30 p.m. they gave an update saying that there are 5 new confirmed cases today. And then earlier this morning there were, at 7:38 a.m. there were 8 new confirmed cases, etc. And then above that there's some other reports on maybe some conferences and just some more information on how to prevent the virus, etc. So the information is actually pretty transparent, I think, and you don't know if the information is actually real and accurate because a lot of people are probably sick and carry the virus, but then they don't go to the hospital, so that can't be accounted for. But I think at least there's a general idea of how widespread it is and how quickly the virus is spreading, and there's at least some data that you can kind of latch onto to feel a little bit more informed and not totally be in the dark, and which I think is what causes people to panic.